in that economic development in a framework that only emphasize on short-term gain, emphasize on sometimes even personal gain. This government are not taking environmental concerns seriously. Like look at liners, even project of such can come in from the back door, can be supported with irregular practices to obtain a license, temporary license to operate in our country. You can see every river system in our country gone down to the drain. You can see this industry waste have been dumping everywhere. Violation is blatant, but the government are not looking at the issue seriously. Forests have been depleted in a rate that nobody can believe. They don't look at environment and natural resources is an economic asset to the country. To them is to extract, destroy and extract. Take what you can while you're in power to strengthen their economic position, their personal, sometimes benefit only a small quarter of people. It's not for general good, and have with no great responsibility for the future generation. And that is what we are concerned. Sometimes done it out of intention, and at times also unintentionally, because so lack of that knowledge. One example, a couple of weeks ago, I was in Klang in a dialogue session. I posed a question to the floor. There's close to 1,000 audience, and I posed a question. Anyone heard of the name of Douglas Uga? And the whole hall gone silent, and nobody know. In fact, nobody know who is Douglas Uga. Douglas Uga, the Minister of Environment and Natural Resources. Not that the citizens have no concern with environment, not that they don't care what is going on, but clearly it shows that the minister is not doing his job. The government is putting somebody in a ministry as a minister for environment that doing nothing and said nothing and react to nothing. That is a problem. That's the problem of this administration. As an environmental minister, it is not a job. It is not a job. It's not about hard work. It's about where is your heart. You need the heart to do the job, not just hard work. Knowledge and heart. You must know the environment as a system. You must understand economic development is closely related to environment. So in order to have a healthy economic development, you must have a healthy environment. You must understand that linkage. You must understand the interconnectedness. You need a person who have responsible, a person with great responsibility, because you are talking about not just about this generation. You're talking about the well-being of the future generation. You're talking about our children, our grandchildren. That is important. Whoever will be the minister, I can ensure you, win or loss in my Bandung contest, he will hold a very tough job. He's in a tough position for this job as a minister for environment. First, I think should be no political interference. A lot of time, all these directors are put in place, but at most of the time, have been directed to work on the political interests, influenced by strongly influenced by politics. DOE become a machinery and environmental impact assessment process become machinery, become a vehicle to bulldoze project through, to greenwash dirty project. Most of the time happen that way, which is quite sad in a country like Malaysia. What to do? We have good regulation, we have good environmental law. At time, because of most of the time is because of political interference and corrupt practices. So all this good regulation, law and regulation are unable to implement. We want to have a very independent department to carry out the administrative work. Of course, we also need a good workforce that who care for, knowledgeable and care for the environment. Really take responsibility to care for the future of this generation of the country. They must first come to understand. They must realize river, mangrove, forest, all these natural, all these are natural resources, also economic resources. They must come to a realization, and if you take good care of it, it will bring economic good. It will bring economic benefits to the country, not just this generation, but in generation to come, in terms of tourism, in terms of fishery, in terms of clean water for all. All these are great value, will bring great value to our land. We must develop a system, we must develop an administration that respect life, respect environmental justice, respect tradition, and respect all life form, not just about economic development. Must understand, as I said, economic development is directly related to environmental condition.